The air crackled with anticipation. It was electric. The energy was palpable, a tangible force that seemed to ripple through the crowd. In the heart of Butler, Pennsylvania, a crowd had gathered. This wasn't just any crowd, it was a sea of passionate individuals, each one driven by a shared purpose. They were there for one reason: Donald Trump. The man who had once held the highest office in the land was back, and his supporters were eager to hear what he had to say. The former president was holding a rally. His presence commanded attention, and the crowd responded with fervent cheers and applause. It was a sea of red, white, and blue. The colors of the American flag were everywhere, a testament to the patriotism of those in attendance. Flags waved, signs bobbed, and chants filled the air. This was Trump country. The atmosphere was charged with a sense of unity and purpose, and they were ready to hear their champion speak. The anticipation was building, and the crowd was on the edge of their seats. But there was another name on everyone's lips: Elon Musk, the tech titan, the innovator, the man who had revolutionized industries and captured the imagination of millions. The meme lord himself was rumored to be making an appearance. Could it be true? The crowd buzzed with excitement at the possibility. Would he really show up alongside Trump? The speculation was rampant, and everyone was eager to see if the rumors were true. The crowd buzzed with speculation. Conversations were filled with excitement and curiosity, as people wondered what the night would bring. This was shaping up to be a rally for the ages. The stakes were high. The energy in the air was a mix of hope, determination, and a desire for change. The 2024 election loomed large. It was a pivotal moment, and everyone knew that what happened here could shape the future. And everyone was waiting to see what would unfold. The night was young, and the possibilities were endless. The crowd was ready, the stage was set, and history was about to be made. Then it happened. The moment everyone had been waiting for, the air thick with anticipation, finally arrived. As Trump was wrapping up his fiery speech, he paused. His words had already ignited the crowd, but this pause was different. It was deliberate, almost theatrical. He looked out at the crowd, a knowing smile spreading across his face. It was the kind of smile that hinted at something big, something monumental about to unfold.
"We have a special guest," he boomed, his voice echoing through the speakers. The crowd's murmur turned into a roar of curiosity and excitement.
The crowd went wild. Cheers erupted. Could this be it? Was Musk really here? The speculation had been rampant, but now it seemed like it might actually be true. And then there he was. The man of the hour, the visionary, the entrepreneur who had captured the world's imagination. Elon Musk, in the flesh, strode onto the stage. His presence was electric, his demeanor confident yet approachable. The crowd went absolutely berserk. They roared their approval. This was unexpected. This was unprecedented. The energy was contagious, spreading like wildfire through the masses. This was a moment that would be talked about for years to come, a historic event that would be etched in the memories of all who witnessed it. The energy in the air was palpable. It was a living, breathing entity that seemed to lift everyone off their feet. It was a potent mix of excitement, anticipation, and maybe even a little disbelief. Musk had arrived. The rumors were true, and the crowd could hardly contain their excitement. And the game had officially changed. This was more than just a rally. It was a turning point, a moment that signaled a new era. The crowd knew it, and they reveled in it. Musk, usually known for his calm demeanor and Silicon Valley swagger, seemed right at home. His presence was commanding, and his voice carried a weight that demanded attention. The crowd, a mix of young and old, tech enthusiasts and everyday citizens, all seemed to sense that something significant was about to be said. He grabbed the microphone and the crowd went silent, as if the very air had been sucked out of the room. Every eye was on him, every ear tuned to catch his words, hanging on his every word. The anticipation was palpable and the energy in the room was electric. He spoke about freedom. Not just the abstract concept, but the real, tangible freedom that affects everyday lives. He spoke about the Constitution, the document that has guided the nation for centuries, and how its principles are more relevant now than ever. He spoke about the importance of American values, the core beliefs that have shaped the country and its people. His words resonated with the crowd. They weren't just hearing a speech, they were feeling a call to action. This wasn't just about politics, it was about a shared vision for the future, a collective hope for what could be achieved. It was about something bigger. It was about the soul of the nation, about what it means to be truly free. Musk spoke about the dangers of censorship. the insidious way it can creep into society and stifle dissent, of big tech silencing dissenting voices. He highlighted the importance of being able to speak one's mind without fear of retribution. He talked about the importance of open dialogue, hearing different perspectives. In a world where echo chambers are becoming the norm, his message was a breath of fresh air. He warned against the erosion of free speech, calling it the bedrock of a functioning democracy. Without it, he argued, society would crumble. His words struck a chord with the crowd. They felt understood, seen, and heard. They had come here looking for a leader, someone who could articulate their fears and hopes. And in Musk, they saw someone who understood their concerns, someone who could give voice to their struggles, someone who was willing to fight for their right to be heard. His message was clear. The fight for freedom and open dialogue is far from over, and he was ready to lead the charge. The media, as expected, went into overdrive. They couldn't believe that Musk would dare to share a stage with Trump. Headlines screamed about a dangerous alliance and a threat to democracy.
Pundits wrung their hands and predicted the end of the world as we know it.
But the people at the rally, they weren't buying it. They were tired of the mainstream media's narrative. They had come to see Trump and Musk, two men who they believed were fighting for them. The media could say what they wanted. They could spin it however they liked. But the people at that rally, they knew the truth. They were witnessing something special, something real. Section 5, the Constitution, bedrock of our nation. The Constitution, it's, the greatest document ever written. The Founding Fathers, they had this incredible vision for a free and prosperous America. Upholding the Constitution, protecting the rights it guarantees, that's crucial. Musk spoke with passion and conviction. He reminded the crowd that the Constitution wasn't just a piece of paper. It was a living, breathing document, and it was under attack. We must stand up and defend it. Every single American has a role in this. His words were met with thunderous applause. This was what they had come to hear. This was the message they had been waiting for. Section 6, Voter ID ensuring election integrity. Let's not shy away from controversial topics. Requiring identification to vote, it's just common sense. It's about ensuring fair and secure elections. Claims that voter ID laws are racist or discriminatory, well, they're just not true. He spoke about the need for trust in the electoral process. Voter ID laws are essential to maintaining that trust. We need a system where every vote counts, where every voice is heard. His words resonated with the crowd. They had concerns about election integrity, and they saw in Musk someone who understood those concerns and was willing to address them. Section 7, free speech under attack, Musk's warning. This isn't just about policy, it's about principles. Free speech allowing different opinions to be heard, that's vital. Censorship, silencing dissenting voices, it's dangerous. He spoke about the chilling effect of cancel culture, of people being afraid to express their true beliefs. We need to return to civility, to a time when people could agree to disagree without fear of retribution. His words were a breath of fresh air. In a world where people were increasingly afraid to speak their minds, Musk's message of open dialogue and tolerance resonated deeply. And then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. I endorsed Donald Trump for president in 2024. The crowd erupted. This was huge. This was a game changer. Musk's endorsement sent shockwaves through the political landscape. It was a sign that the old rules no longer applied. It was a sign that the American people were looking for something different, something bold, something fearless. And they saw that in Donald Trump. Musk's message wasn't just for Trump supporters, it was for all Americans. I call for unity, I call for understanding, I call for a return to the values that have made America great. He reminded the crowd that despite their differences, they were all Americans. They were all in this together, and they needed to start acting like it. His words were a powerful reminder that in the face of adversity, America's greatest strength lay in its unity. Musk's appearance at the Trump rally was a watershed moment. It exposed the deep divisions in American society. It showed that the country was at a crossroads. On one side were those who believed in Trump's vision for America, who saw him as a savior, who were willing to fight for him. On the other side were those who viewed Trump as a threat, who were horrified by his policies, who feared for the future of the country. The stakes had never been higher. The future of America hung in the balance. One thing was clear, the alliance between Elon Musk and Donald Trump was a force to be reckoned with. They were two of the most powerful men in the world, each with their own unique following.
Together, they had the potential to reshape the political landscape.
Whether they would succeed remained to be seen.
But one thing was certain, the world was watching.
And the game had just changed, and do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe.